Florida teacher fired after having students write obituaries ahead of active shooter drill. That has to be just about the dumbest idea I've ever heard of in my life. You basically told these kids they were all going to die in school. Why would I even show up to class after that? If you can't talk real to the students, then what's happening in this environment? In my mind, I've done nothing wrong, teacher Jeffrey Keene said. He's an idiot. Answering questions, raising awareness, sharing information. That's how you keep it real with the students. Having these kids write their own death notes is like you're mentally preparing them to die. And that's not keeping it real. That's to the extent of glorification, and he's trying to make it seem poetic. A Florida teacher was fired after he asked his class to write their own obituaries ahead of an active shooter drill on campus, an assignment which the Orange County School District called inappropriate, according to several news sites. Psychology teacher Jeffrey Keene, psychology, you should know better, told Fox 35 Orlando that he wanted to tie an upcoming active shooter drill at Dr. Phillips High School into a psychology lesson and came up with the bad idea, of having his 11th and 12th graders write their own obituaries. Oh, Mr. Doom and Gloom over here playing mind games with other people's kids. Write your own obituary. I want to hear these kids tell us how they're going to remember what they've learned. They're going to remember the drills. They're not going to panic, and they're going to give themselves every possible chance to come out of an active shooter situation alive and well. If they died 24 hours from now, what would they do differently than they did yesterday? I wouldn't have went to school. I definitely wouldn't have went to your class, and that's to get them to get rid of all the fluff and show them what's important in the world. Keen 63 explained to the news station, it wasn't to say you're going to die and let's stress you out, because saying that, yeah, it never makes people think about it, right? He added, noting that he put a disclaimer at the bottom of the lesson saying it was not meant to upset them. The fine print, because we all read the fine print. It's apparent he didn't run this past anybody else in the faculty, isn't it? Even the gym teacher, the janitor, would have told you that was a horrible idea. Keene, who had been working as a teacher since 2008 and was hired by the high school in January. See, where was he teaching at before that he's not there now? What happened at his previous teaching gig? Said he received a notice to end his employment by the Orange County School District soon after the assignment. When they said you have the option to resign without violating your contract, I said I didn't do anything wrong. He should have took it and scampered. He told the outlet, I said, if I did, tell me what it is. They said, we can't do that. I said, in that case, since I don't know what I did wrong, you can go ahead and terminate me without cause. For him to be a psychology teacher, he's not very bright, is he? Didn't you notice that everything was fine until you had them kids write their own obituaries? You didn't stick to the lesson plan, buddy. The Orange County School District released a statement per NBC News that said Dr. Phillips High School families were informed that a teacher gave an inappropriate assignment about school violence. Administration immediately investigated, and the probationary employee has been terminated. I didn't think I did anything incorrectly, Keene told NBC News. I know hindsight is 2020, but I honestly didn't think a 16, 17, 18-year-old would be offended or upset by talking about something we're already talking about. See, here's where you messed up at. You wasn't thinking. Talking about it is one thing, but having these kids write it down and visualize it and reflect on it is something completely different.